Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For my video today, I'm going to be talking about some of my very favorite things for the cold weather, the winter of 23 to 24. I have been using these items so much, absolutely loving them, and I wanted to tell you about them because I think you would love them too. So I'm going to start off with a coat. And this coat has become my favorite coat in my closet. First of all, it is from Chic Wish, so if you have not tried them, you probably really should, because they have beautiful clothes, very stylish, also really good price point. So this one is from Chic Wish. It is called the Feeling of Warmth coat, and it comes in a bunch of different colors. Like it comes in black, beige, gray. This is the gray. There's a pink, there's a brown. So at least 5 colors, so you definitely get the color that you like. But what I absolutely love about this coat, now obviously it is a teddy coat, and you would think that naturally teddy coats are very warm, but that is not always the case. My sister purchased one last year, and she said every time she wore it she was freezing in it. And I told her about this one. I said, you have to try this one because it is so warm and cozy. And she did. She bought one in beige and she loves it. It is so warm, it's so comfortable, it's so easy to wear, and it does not make you look like a barrel. Some of them do. They're very fluffy and puffy, but this one is just so soft. It honestly feels like a teddy bear, and it has these big snaps. So 2 big snaps to snap it closed, which is really easy to do, so you don't have to fuss with buttons, which is great for a teddy coat because a lot of times teddy coats, you know, they're very thick. And this is thick, but it's also really lightweight, so you don't feel like you have a ton of weight on you. And what I love best about it is that you can wrap yourself up. This collar is really soft and luxurious, and you can put it around your neck, and you know, so if it's one of those days where the wind is blowing ferociously and you're freezing, you just pop the collar up and snuggle into it, and it's so warm. It does not have any vents, so the back is very straight, which is also nice for the cold weather. Sometimes a coat will have a vent, which, you know, creates like a draft, and it's not as warm. It doesn't have a belt or anything to fuss with. It's just a super easy coat to put on for anything. I purchased it thinking that it was going to be like a casual coat, but in reality I wear it all the time. I wear it to work, I put it on over my work clothes, my dress clothes, and I'm still very comfortable, and I feel like it still looks really good. It also is fully lined. The lining is really nice and silky. It's sewn in, so you don't have to worry about the lining popping out. And then there are some big deep pockets as well. So I think I have gloves in these pockets. Yeah, I do. But you obviously are going to want some nice deep pockets in your coat too. And it's really just a fantastic coat. So if you have been looking for a warm coat for the season, you don't want to spend a lot of money, then I can highly recommend this one. It's like under $74. I will link it down below in all of the different colors that are available. I'm not sure what size I have. I probably have, yeah, I have the extra small, and it fits me perfectly. It's actually a little roomy for an extra small, so even if you're wearing like a big thick sweater like I'm wearing today, you can definitely pop it on over that sweater. You're not gonna have that feeling of being like stuffed into the jacket. So just a really great coat. Absolutely love it. I cannot rave enough about it, and if you're looking for a very warm coat for the season, you definitely want to check that one out. Okay, next up I have some tights, and tights can be rather tricky. So I am not a big fan of opaque tights, but they are lined. Okay, so they actually have an interior lining, so really 2 layers instead of 1, and the interior lining is like this nude color. So what actually happens is that instead of having that really opaque solid black look, when you put this on, you actually get the look of like a stocking, where you can sort of see your skin underneath, but it's not really your skin. It's actually the lining, and they are absolutely genius. They are from Amazon. They do have two different kinds. So this kind is the one that is not fleece, but they also have a fleece one as well. So if you're someone who's really, really cold, but you want to look fashionable, you can check out the fleece ones too. They're a little bit thicker. They're certainly super warm. If you live in the city and you dress fashionably, I mean, I have been to New York City countless times in the winter, and I got to tell you, the breezes, the wind blowing down the avenues will freeze you to death. So if you just have like tights on or anything thin, you're going to be really cold, but not with these because they have the double layer. And then if you get the fleece ones, they're even warmer. They're just so pretty on your legs. They're really comfortable. And what I also love about them is that it actually has a designated front and back. So sometimes tights don't. They're just like, you know, you can wear them one way or the other, but this one actually has the front seam, so it's just one seam in the front. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, maybe if I show you on the other side. So for the front of the tights, you're going to have the single seam, and then for the back of the tights, you actually have a double seam, which is really great because now you know which is the front and which is the back. And if you've ever been putting on tights and you're not really sure and they're twisted and they're driving you crazy, you never have to worry about this because you always get them on the right way. They are machine washable. I've washed them several times. They're really, really durable, very comfortable, silky smooth. They don't collect lint. They don't really catch on anything. One tip for you guys, I don't know if everybody knows this, but you definitely want to put your tights or your pantyhose or anything like that in the freezer when you get them. So just take them, pop them in the freezer, leave them in overnight, take them back out again, and they're going to be so much more durable. They're not going to run and snag as easily as if you didn't do that. I don't know why that is, but it is really, really true. I do it all the time with all of my tights and all of my pantyhose, and they really do last a lot longer. But these are fantastic. They are from Amazon. I am sorry, I do not know the name of the brand. It's one of those kind of strange brands, but I will link them down below, and I will also link the fleece lined ones if you're looking for something a little bit thicker. But definitely check these out. They are probably the best tights that I have ever tried, and I've tried a ton of different tights. But for warmth, for comfort, and for beauty, you really can't go wrong with these. Okay, next up I have a bag to share with you. This is my Marc Jacobs The Tote teddy bag in the mini size, or I think, no, the small size maybe? I'm not sure what they're calling this, but it is really, really small. And it's so, so cute. I love it for the cold weather because it's just so nice and snuggy. It's really comfortable. It's comfortable on your hands. It's comfortable against your body. It has this beautiful long strap so you can pop it over your shoulder if you need to. And it's such a great bag for the cold weather. There's so many advantages to this bag. Number one, a lot of times leathers are cold, and you know, right now I am carrying my Fendi bag and I love it, but it is rather cold and it's rather kind of stiff in the cold, cold weather, whereas this never gets stiff because it is this beautiful teddy fabric, of course. Also, you don't have to worry about it if the weather is really bad. So again, if you're carrying a leather bag and it is snowing, it is sleeting, it is raining, or it's just a really, really sloppy day, you're going to want to be very careful with your leather bags. But this, you really don't have to. Like, this is the kind of bag that is really not going to show much in the way of dirt. And if it does get dirty, you can spot clean it with like a wipe or something like that. So it's really great for the cold weather, for the messy weather. Super comfortable. It's really roomy. And it also closes up too. So, if for example, it is snowing or sleeting and you've got your leather goods inside, maybe you have a leather wallet, maybe you have, you know, a sunglass case or a card holder or something like that, all you have to do is zip it closed. And so now all of your belongings are protected and the bag itself looks really cute. So it does come in a couple different colors. It comes in black. I've seen it in gray, which I really like. This was the first color that I saw, fell in love with, and bought it. I'm not sorry I got this because it matches with all of your earth tones as well as your black and white kinds of tones too. So really, overall, just a great, great bag. I love this bag. I use it time and time again, and it's just so comfortable. It's honestly, it's almost like you're carrying a teddy bear with you. and it's squishy and soft, and it's really lightweight too, and it's really pretty roomy. Like for a small bag, for me, this is a very small bag, and I have a organizer in there right now, but even if you don't have an organizer, you just pop your belongings in there, and it's just really great. It is such a good bag, and it's such a reasonable price that if you've been eyeing this one and hesitating about it, I would definitely recommend it because it is so comfortable, it's durable, it's just really, really cute, and you can't go wrong in the very, very cold weather with this one. And last but not least are these boots. And guys, I am obsessed with these boots. So they are from Banana Republic Factory. And yes, I know a lot of times the factory outlet does not have the same exact quality as the regular retail store does. But in this case, these boots are 100% leather. They have a 100% leather interior lining, and the exterior is all leather as well. And let me tell you, leather is the way to go when it comes to boots. I once bought boots that were faux leather. Oh my goodness, they ripped my ankles apart. I was so uncomfortable with them. I've had sandals that I purchased that I thought were real leather, and they weren't, and they were very uncomfortable and burning on my feet. So I always go for real leather, but it's harder and harder to get a good quality boot at a reasonable price, and the price on these is absolutely fantastic. So I'm gonna give you a little tour of it. As you can see, it has a block heel, which is about 2.5 inches, really, really comfortable. So if you're like me and you're on your feet all day, this is perfect. I have worn these to work several times already. All day I was walking around in them, and then I came home, went out to dinner, still was wearing the boots, perfectly happy. My feet were content. They weren't rubbing, they weren't giving me blisters or anything. They were just really, really comfortable. They also have sort of an almond toe, which is much more comfortable than, say, a pointier toe. And I feel like it's a little bit more classic too. So this style is definitely going to stay in style a little bit longer. Sometimes an exaggerated point goes in and out of style, but this classic almond toe is going to be there for the long haul. Now this is a slip-on boot, so there is no zipper, which means that it's going to be wider in the shaft, and it's also thicker around the ankle. So I hesitated when I saw these. I love the look of them. I love the fact that they were leather, but I was a little leery because I wasn't sure if they were going to be comfortable or easy to get on and off, which is definitely you know, something that you really want to pay attention to when you're buying boots. If you've ever had boots that are really hard to get on and off, you tend not to wear them because it's just too much trouble. So I thought, worst case scenario, I'll buy the boot, and if they don't work out for me, I'll just return them, because Banana Republic Factory has a really great return policy, free returns, and I thought I can't lose, especially for the price. So at the time, these were on sale for half price. They were $125, which is a really, really good price for a full leather boot. And the interior of these boots is completely padded, so the entire footbed is padded. There's a nice padded arch in there, so they're really, really comfortable. And they do come in 2 different colors. So this is the black, obviously, and then there's a beautiful brown, like a chestnut brown color, which is currently on the website, fully stocked in sizes. Now, right now, the black is not available. However, I've noticed with Banana Republic Factory that things come and go in stock all the time. So even if you don't see it today, someone might make a return and it might be available tomorrow. So if you're interested in the black, you can keep checking back and forth, because I feel like they restock things all the time on Banana Republic Factory. But overall, a really, really comfortable boot. Now, it's not going to hug you in the ankle. So that is something that is a very particular taste kind of thing. I personally like that look. I feel like it gives you more of an elongated leg. It's also obviously there because you have to be able to pull these boots on and off without much of a fuss. One thing that worried me was that if it's going to be a pull-on boot, my foot is going to be swimming around in the bottom of it and I might get blisters, and that is not the case at all. The foot fits perfectly. I don't have wide calves, so I don't really think about those things. If you do have wide calves, again, try them out and see if they work out for you. I feel like it's a pretty wide opening, even though it is a boot that is essentially a slip-on, but that might be something to consider. So if you're someone who struggles with that, I don't know if this is going to be the boot for you. You would have to try it. But it doesn't hug around your ankle. It's very much like straight up and down from the foot to the knee. They reach about to my knee, which is great as well. They're not too high, so they're hitting at my kneecap. They're not too low, so they hit you at an unflattering area of your leg. They're really just the perfect height, and I am over the moon about these boots because I cannot get over the quality for the price. $125 for a full leather boot like this that is classic, that's gonna last and last, and I am just obsessed with these boots. So do check out the links down below if you have been looking for a boot and you want something that's easy on and off. You want to be able to walk in it all day, which of course with the block heel makes it so much easier. I do have like stiletto heeled boots that have zippers and so forth, and yes, they're very pretty, but they really fatigue your leg and your foot as you're walking on them all day. And these, I don't get tired in these because of that block heel. So I really wanted to tell you about these boots, guys, because I know that stock is starting to get limited. And like I said, the black is, as of today, was not in stock, but that doesn't mean that it won't come back into stock. So I did want to show you those because I really, really love them, and I have been wearing them on repeat. I've worn them with long dresses, I've worn them with long skirts, I've worn them with short skirts. You can even wear them with skinny jeans, and you can wear them with leggings as well. Like, they're just gonna go with everything. They're just such a great boot, so do check them out. So that is it for my items that I have been loving for the cold weather. Let me know in the comments section which piece is your favorite. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Take care.